Panelists to briefly introduce themselves. Just take like 1 or 2 minutes. Tell us who you are, what you do, blah blah blah.
Thank you, Christine. For myself, I can say thank you, Christine, once again. My name is Desmond Otieno, a passionate professional with a background in finance and warehouse operations. I've always been driven by purpose, growth, and impact. Since I joined Confidence Elevate, all I wanted to do was align my personal growth and my professional growth to elevate me to the next step through structure, mentorship, and coaching. And so far, I can say I'm on the right track. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Beatrice Otal. I work with the Ministry of ICT and the Nigeria Digital Program as a center manager, as a trainer, and also as a mentor. And additionally, I'm also passionate about young people and also young women, encouraging them, training them, holding their hands so that they may also be where they would like to be or be where I am. And there's something that Christine said, you don't know who is watching. So this year and the past years, I didn't know who was watching. But the person who was watching gave my name to 2 secondary schools in Migori County. And out of that, I'm now a board member in those 2 schools. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Russell Otieno. I'm a student from the University of Science and Technology, and I'm a passionate digital sport content creator. I promote local football and give opportunity to young talented footballers a platform to shine. Currently, I'm working with Jabali, Elementary and Junior School, under sports department as social media promoter, and I hope you are going to have an interactive session.
Thank you, Olo. Thank you, Christine. My name is Beatrice Olo. I work as a teacher trainer at Nakuru Teachers Training College. I actually specialize in teaching educational psychology. I also teach various other units, psychology related, and also curriculum studies. I am a mentor. I do mentorship here in Confidence Elevate. By the grace of God, I also do mentorship with an organization known as Flames. It is a brainchild of a friend of mine called Dr. Nyabesi. And then I also do mentorship with World Vision. And just like it's been said a lot, we don't know who's watching. I just got the call, and I've worked with World Vision for quite some time in somewhere called Narusura, that is Narok South, and also in Bomet, somewhere called Bandapitai AP. And we work on child protection, so we mentor matters related to child protection, counseling, and especially life skills training. Again, just like you're saying, we don't know who's watching. I'm also a vice chair of Limata High School, but it's a school next to my college. So the teacher came to college and said, I want that lady. I didn't know how it happened, but these things happen for a reason. But apart from that, I have a burden for people who are going through a lot, and so I try my best where I can through prayer to help someone who needs help, especially people who cannot pay me back. Thank you.
Tumesikia titles. Tumesikia titles.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So we'll start with you, Beatrice Olo. Just describe the highlights of your journey at CE. How has it been so far?
Wow. Maybe I should start with before CE, because sometimes talk about your highlight, the before and after really matters. I met Betty and Catherine. We were students together at somewhere called Punjab University in India. And interestingly, Betty took care of me. I come from a home where my dad never used to send money a lot for food. In India, there's no work. Betty would come to my house and say, I'm sorry, let me say it the way she used to say it. That's how she used to say it. What are you doing? Come, let's go. And I hadn't taken breakfast, it's lunchtime. So I would go stay with her the whole day, eat in her place. Then she would escort me, I go and sleep. And that would happen throughout summer, until when I get money. And she never asked me to pay back. That's how we met, and we became friends. And so when we parted ways, in fact, the last day before she went to the United States, she came to my house. Ililala sikumfungulia mlango. Story for another day. Alilala kwa corridor. Story for another day, true story. But anyway, in all these, because of the struggles in India, I developed a survival mindset. Survival mindset ni ile ya una survive. Haujui kugrow. Unajua kufanya nini? Survive. So when we get out of India and I come to Kenya and I get a job, I lose my husband, I have kids. Again, the survival mindset continues. You have to see these kids through school. Una survive. So meeting Betty again through a Facebook post and renewing our friendship, and the first day we met, she told me about CE. And I told her, can I come? And she said, yeah. Can I come with my daughter? She said, yeah. And so when I came, I gradually began seeing outside the survival mindset to a growth mindset. And that helped, because it's all in the brain. The human brain is so, so powerful. And because of that growth mindset kind of thing, is when I started venturing on stuff. Like, I would just go to work, come home, go to work, come home. At night, I started thinking about online working. And by the grace of God, that has thrived a lot. And it has helped where my job alone could not help. But apart from online working, I began now seeing things like, how do I get my students out of their comfort zone? And you can trust me, when I tell students, akili zikufunikie shingo, I really mean it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine, for the question. So, sincerely speaking, Christine, my journey at confidence level, maybe if I was to talk about it, I can talk about it from morning to evening. Because it has been truly a transformative journey. Reflecting back in the year 2023, when I first joined Confidence Elevate, the insight from the leadership, growth mindset, and entrepreneurship has really sparked a lot of ideas that has led to my role as a brand and also working with the Bali Sports Academy. Confidence Elevate has taught me to believe in myself. It has taught me resilience and always. I want to thank Dr. Lilian for giving me this opportunity to be part of Confidence Elevate, because she has been my support system. She has always supported me in this journey. And also to Madam Betty, thank you so much for not giving up on me. It has been difficult being a student and trying to balance everything all around. Sometimes you hit the wall, but you keep going by. Thank you so much.
So my highlights are of CE journey. So just like my namesake Beatrice, I'll start with before CE. So before CE, I was at Polycom Development Project, now Polycom Girls. And I remember that that year, okay, a lot had happened before I joined Polycom, and when Madam Jane started working with me, the journey. And at the office, I could hear Kina Esther talking about this Confidence Elevate conference that's coming up. And I spotted one of the mentors with a Confidence Elevate t-shirt. I was eager, so I asked her, what's the process of joining, of going for this conference? And they're like, the link had been sent, but deadline ilishapita. So one of those fine days during the meetings, Madam Jane said, Precious, mnazaenda your conference? I was like, yes, tunazaenda. So it's on such and such a place, mujipange tractor na mbele. And I told her, pick me upstairs. And they said, registration is over. So mnazaenda try in, and then to turn and asked, because your name is not, so like, 20. So we came, unfortunately we went to the wrong Friday. We got lost. Then we were given again the right directions, and we came to the conference. It's a story that has been said over and over again, but it's a story that makes me laugh and tears me up. In my own confidence and confusion, I went to the registration desk. Looked for pretended to be looking for my name, yet I knew my name was not there. I hadn't registered. So we go sit down. After some 15 minutes, go back. Nimepata jina yangu. So the day went on, and we were told there were gifts that people were being given. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I wasn't in the list, so probably I want to get the gift. And each table was given, and that was the mirror, the one I was reading in the morning. So that's where my breakthrough started. That's where my confidence again in myself started. And I said, I'm now in the right place, courtesy of Jane and courtesy of Polycom. And there were assignments that were being given, and I would do the assignments, and that will always make me look back inside myself, what I had lost, what I was going through at that particular moment. It was heavy, but I had to be strong, and I had to take in every move and think about my future and those that were with me at that particular moment. Come COVID-19. Everyone, so come COVID-19, remember it was lockdown. You can't move, nothing much is happening. But again, this time around, I was also lucky because with Polycom, we were still in office, we were still working, we were still getting our salary, we were still interacting with people, we are distributing food stuff to communities. We are here, there, we are here, there. So your mind is busy, your body is busy. But still, again, there are things that you cannot do. Just imagine you're used to staying out until maybe 6 working, and then in a lockdown you're limited to the number of times you have to be outside. And we had check-ins every Saturday, and we will share our experiences, how we felt during that period. I think that really kept us sane during COVID. Because COVID time, it's just that maybe it was never advertised, but I think that period, a number of people committed suicide because they didn't have spaces where they can share their emotions, they can share what they were passing through. But for us, we had a safe space with Confidence Elevate. And still in 2019, when I joined Confidence Elevate, one of the speakers Terry talked about online work. And I remember after that, that is the one thing, apart from the drama at Coast, is the one thing I went with home and decided to try online work. And try I did, and with that I ended up also getting an opportunity to work with now Ajira Digital Program. And something else with CE. In my house, CE is a household name. Every Saturday at exactly 7 p.m., my kids start asking me, Mom, leo kuna meeting. And when I say sina meeting, kwa nini meeting? So they know that every Saturday there's a CE meeting that I have to attend. So it's something that consistency. And with each and every meeting that we have, there is something new. When we start the year, we own our shine. We have our speaker who tells us to own our shine. Every speaker who comes, we don't only do conferences for those who are new in CE. Saturdays when we have guests coming in to share their journeys, to tell us of the opportunities that are there. And we are there, we listen. It's from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So that's how busy we are here in CE. And last year, again, one of our speakers, Fiona, challenged us that don't just sit. Look for something to do. In the online spaces, we have courses that you can be trained in, that you can take and get certificates. Because when you go for interviews, just as Catherine had said, you have masters, everyone has masters. What is it that stands out? What makes you stand out? So she had challenged us to go take Udemy classes. I took my classes, Fiona. I've done, from February, I've done 90 hours so far of Udemy, and that's 6 courses, 6 certificates. And I keep on pushing myself. Each and every month, I have to do 2 Udemy courses. Last but not least, I'm also part of the accountability team. It's not easy getting there to that space of the accountability team where you are helping with things that's happening, planning for conferences, looking out for speakers. Lazima ujitume. It's not a favor. It's not a favor. We've had team members who joined the accountability team, but on the way, wakasema, and we're not being paid. It's voluntary. It's free of charge. And it's for you to learn. What is it that I'm learning from this space? A while back while at Polycom, it's amazing that when you would have activities that we are doing, especially for the women, at some point you would hear some women saying, well, we are being used by Polycom. So Madam Zen will tell us, don't say you're being used. What to me? Don't say what to me. So confidence is not using me. I am using confidence a little bit to attain the level that I want, to meet people that will make my space enlarge. At least now, if I have I need someone to investigate for me something privately, we have a private investigator here. If I need some work to be done on quality of company flyers, we have our quality control person in the house. Lastly, what confidence elevator has taught me is to celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the small wins. anything small that I do and I achieve, I celebrate it in my house. And my kids are like, Mom, why are you so happy today? I celebrate because it has taken me a lot of time and energy for me to get there. So the others, any small win, celebrate it. Thank you.
That was perfect. My journey with CE, maybe I can use an example. The way you have dirty dishes in the kitchen, you see that mess, confusion, I think that was me. If you have dirty shoes, you don't have anything to wear, I think I was that shoe. I was really a frustrated person. Like, I know my potential, I know what I can achieve. If I decide to set my everything to it, but the problem is I was not achieving it. And for quite some time I used to really struggle. Then I believed if I could get one big win, I could jump the queue, but that one did not come. So with CE, I've always been part and parcel through the beginning. If it's t-shirts, if it's banners, I could assist, but I was nowhere near the groups, the accountability partners, because I was really struggling trying to look for that one big win. So the turnaround came when I decided to, let me just be consistent with CE and try to make sense of all this confusion, try to get some direction. So through that I learned commitment, and step by step, that 1% growth is what you really need at the end, rather than that 50%, 90% win. So I just kept doing the assignments, showing up, even when I was tired, even when I didn't have content, even when I didn't have anything to say. I would just join, try to make sense of my life. And through that, I can say it has been quite an amazing journey. For those who have known me over the past, they will see, you know, if you have some dirty shoes, dirty clothes, most people do for, let me use an example, bachelors. I can say, I'll throw the dirty clothes, buy a new one, because washing is very difficult. So, but for me, I decided, instead of I throw myself away, let me just put in the effort. I look for water, I look for soap, I try to, let me say, wash myself. So then I really didn't believe I could be here, even at my current, my job, that I can say it's through CE, the network. It was all a dream, I can say that. But through that mentorship, through that consistency, through that looking for alignment, I can say, here I am. I know it's not, I'm not yet there, but so far so good, so thank you.
Do we believe that we all have a story? Do we believe that we all have a story? Yes. Yes, we do. Okay, so we'll start again with you, Desmond. What are the things that you say yes to, and also the ones that you say no to as a CE member?
The one thing that I can say yes to, I embraced my vulnerability. You know, when you have a story, most of the time it's hard to share your story because you feel people will judge you, you feel that opportunities will not come as when you tell people your story, your journey. So I had to embrace it and make that my strong point. So whenever I get a chance to talk to people, talk to my friends, anyone, I always try to be as authentic as I am. Like the Desmond you're seeing here, the Desmond you'll see outside there. There is no variation, there is no fakeness. You'll always see and find me. Then one thing I had to say no was I always diminished myself. I always saw myself as I have not done enough to deserve a table anywhere. I've not yet achieved much to be where I am. So if I was invited to places like this, I will just show up for pictures, then go back to my little corner because I felt I was not worthy of that place. In my workplace, when everybody is being told to speak, if they have a point, I just say thank you for this opportunity. I'm glad to be here, then I'll leave it at that. Any great idea that I have, I won't share it, it won't see the light of day. But since joining CE, I've learned that it was all me. I was seeing it in my head. People are really want to see who you are. People want to listen to the ideas you have. So from, I think that day henceforth, I see value in myself. When I walk in a table, I hope to reach Madam Fiona's level, where when I walk into a room, I bring presents. But for now, baby steps. At least I'm confident enough when I walk in a meeting or anywhere. I'm not afraid to speak and to be listened, to be heard. Yes.
As part of my CE journey, I say yes to learning and unlearning. I say yes to being true to myself. I say yes to feedback, both positive and negative feedback. I say no to mediocrity. I say no to people telling my story, because I'm the only one who can tell my story. I say no to bringing people down. And I say no to being an enabler. What do I mean? I say no to being an enabler because that's something that I really dealt with, and Betty put me in my right place. I used to be, you know, when we were talking about past experience, how they've shaped us, I used to be the person you would call, which is, I have an emergency, can you please loan me 5,000? I have an emergency, can you please loan me? I loan you. And then I'll feel guilty to start asking you for my money back. I'll look for reasons. I need to clear my kids' school balance. So it really got me into issues with people. I've lost friendships, I've lost relationships. Some even started insulting me. And the audacity says, and I need to. So one thing that CE and Betty specifically told me, and even one of the speakers who came in during our sessions on Zoom meeting, someone's emergency should not be your emergency. Someone's emergency should not be your emergency. If you're getting money tomorrow and you need to sort your problem, I'll ask myself, okay. Yes, you can wait until tomorrow you let your money sort your issue. Secondly, if I have to loan money, there's maybe an amount that I'll set aside. If you ask me for 1,000 shillings, I won't give you 1,000 shillings. I'll tell you I have less of that, maybe 500. But I'll give it to you, knowing that I won't be asking it back from you. So I have stopped being an enabler. Thank you, Sita.
So thank you so much. One thing I have to say yes to is yes to the opportunity and no to limited beliefs and self-doubt. Can't speak much, answer program. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell, I'm sorry. From joining CE, to resilience. I believe that I've cultivated resilience. My life story is a story of resilience itself. One thing I've learned from CE, directly from CE, is intentionality. Intentionality and purpose. And sometimes we procrastinate because we are not intentional. And so when I began saying yes to intentionality, trust me, I'm able to meet deadlines that I would have a problem meeting, and then I would have to give excuses for not meeting deadlines. I'm saying yes to a strong personality, which I believe I have a very strong personality. And part of this is what I've learned from CE. Our journey through atomic habits has also taught me to say yes to positive habits, because gradually they make a huge difference. One thing I'm saying no to loudly, not extremely loudly, but very loudly, is procrastination. The one reason we get not to be intentional is when we keep pushing, I can do this later, bado niko na time. Sisi kama walimu, kumark makaratasi si rahisi. We procrastinate and papers are not reducing. And when I learned not to procrastinate, to be intentional, at least I know I can chunk, do a little bit of it every day. So before I know it, I'm beating deadlines. One thing I've always said no to, and I continue to say no to, is telling lies. I don't tell lies. In fact, I always jokingly tell my students that my friends believe I'm the most honest person, and I pity my friends. Yes, I tell lies to save my skin, but naturally I do not lie. I wouldn't lie just for the sake of lying. But kama ni kusave skin yangu, ile mbona umechelewa, nilikuwa na hii, hiyo lazima niseme. I am not an angel. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I would love to also throw this to the audience. What are you saying yes to, and what are you saying no to? Let that be something that you're going to think about. What are you saying no to, and what are you saying yes to, as a Confidence Elevates member? Now on to our next question. What are the lessons that you've learned at CE so far? We can have you can give us like 3. You can give us like 3 each will be okay. The lessons you've learned at CE.
Thank you. The first lesson I've learned from CE is that when you think you will, you will. And that is a part of the growth mindset journey. The moment you think you cannot, you cannot. The moment you think you can, you can. The human mind is that strong. That is why even right now, if I say the word zebra, what color is on your mind? Black and white. Yeah, that is just how strong the human mind is. So when you're told you can do something, and you believe you can do it, you will do it. And that alone has given me the confidence to know that I will do what I didn't think I am able to do. The other thing I've learned from CE is being present. Like, for example, the meetings that we have, it's just once in a fortnight. And being present for those meetings has taught me so much. You always learn from someone's journey. And so I've just been intentional to attend these meetings because I learn a lot from them. And that doesn't stop there. I still have other meetings to attend. I am a member of a book club. And so I am present for those meetings again because when you're going to chambua vitabu, you end up learning something again. So avail yourself. Whenever you are needed, avail yourself. It's something else I've learned at CE. CE taught me to explore business opportunities, and yeah, I have tried a lot, my hand in a lot of stuff that I would not naturally risk. I've risked buying online working accounts. The story of my life, some of them get closed before I make money, some of them allow me to make money before they get closed, but I know it's a risk, and I won't stop. I continue to risk and to take more risks. take risks was one of them. To think big, like what I think I will do, and to be present. Thank you.
Thank you, Beatrice. Listen.
So, one thing I've learned is the power of networking. I've learned the power of networking. Secondly, I've learned the importance of resilience. And lastly, I've learned the importance of self-belief.
Beatrice.
For me, resilience will be number one on my list, and intentionality in everything that I set out to do, be it even at my workplace. I'm intentional with meeting my KPIs, I'm intentional with meeting my targets, and career-wise and even growth at individual level, I'm also intentional. And finally, CE has also taught me it's okay not to be okay. So even when I see emotions here, and even there's the event we attended yesterday, and tears were just rolling, tears of joy, tears of someone being overwhelmed, it's a sign that it's okay, let those emotions out. Have someone whom you can share, talk with. Don't keep those emotions in. And I think that is why the people who just commit suicide, because they hold so much in their lives. But with CE, it's okay not to be okay. So if I feel like crying, I can cry. If I feel like I'm overwhelmed and I need someone to share with, I can get a safe space to share what I'm going through.
Thank you, Beatrice. Disney?
Three things that I've learned. One is confidence as a decision, not as a feeling. Most of the time you say, nikijisikia, niko confidence, nafanya, but you have to learn you have to make it a decision. And if you make it a decision, you can seize more opportunities, you can go and do a lot. The second thing is resilience and showing up. You have to always show up for whatever situations you are faced. It doesn't really matter. The last one, the last and final one is intentionality. As the panelists have said, the difference between a struggling you and someone who is doing better is the intention to make yourself better. Because you have to be, first of all, self-awareness, know where the problem is. After you have identified the problem, now you have to be intentional with making sure that problem is sorted out. Yes.
Thank you so much. Are the lessons great? Yes. Are the lessons great? Yes. Are they interesting? Yes. Clap for yourself if they're interesting. Thank you. And on to our final question. Based on your CE journey, what will be your message Based on your CE journey, what is your message to our unchanging world on matters mentorship and coaching? Based on your CE journey, what will be your message to our unchanging world on matters mentorship and coaching?
My message would be not always find a mentor, find a coach, someone who can figure yourself out, someone who can understand you. And it's not, right now it's become a need to always have a mentor, to always have a coach, someone who can help you and who can take you to the next level for the long term. You know you can do a lot on your own, but when you combine it with a mentor and a coach, you'll be surprised at the levels you can achieve.
Okay. Mine, I'll use myself also as an example, because when you have a mentor, Personally, I have 2 mentors and a coach. And one of the mentors helped me discover a talent that I didn't know. And she's here, Jane. A talent that I didn't know that I have, and she continues to nurture that talent with the help also of my other, who doubles up as a mentor and a coach, and that's Betty. And finally, of importance, have accountability partner. Have accountability partner, someone who you're able to share and say with them and tell them, this is my vision and this is what I'm working towards. And they're able to, from time to time, they're able to ask you, so you're working on buying a red Honda car. How far are you with that progress? Is there any step that you've made? So when you have such a person, then you're also ready to push yourself as that person is also pushing you to achieve your mission and your vision.
So my message is that young people should see mentorship and coaching, because personally, mentorship has taught me the power of believing in myself. Mentorship can help young people to unlock their potential and even make a meaningful impact in the community. Right.
Victory.
Thank you. My message doesn't go to the unchanging world, rather I would rather take it to the unchanging Africa. Having worked in the field of education, I strongly feel that curriculum developers should work at integrating mentorship in all levels of learning, right from the early years, because honestly, children are not safe. And then to the late adolescence, adolescent years, and on going to college education. So maybe just if they could integrate it as part of the curriculum and even allow examination to be done on mentorship, kids would watajiita mkutano at all levels. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we just use hearty claps for the stingy. Okay, I would love to give 2 opportunities for each individual to ask a question to one of our panelists, one from this side, one from this side. Anyone who has a question for any of our panelists?
Or comment.
Okay, or even a comment. 2 chances.
We will volunteer.
Utaki kuonekana? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My question goes to Betty. Beatrice Ottawa. Yeah. You mentioned someone's emergency is not my emergency. So is there an exception? Maybe a family member, and I know there is this saying that because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I'm asking, is there like an exception maybe from a family member or someone you have a soft spot for? Yeah.
Thank you for that question. Yes, there's an exception, but you need also to have your boundaries. Because even that's a family member or someone that you have a soft spot for, they might take advantage of that. In my case, I had people who were very close to me, people I had a soft spot for, and they took advantage of that. Because I'll just give and give, but what I've lent out is not coming back. So even as much as I said someone's emergency is not your emergency, also have your boundaries. It's very important to have your boundaries too.
That other side.
But Daisy don't.
Daisy.
Oh, okay, comment. Hello. Okay, a question to the panelists. Maybe you would have mentioned when you joined Confident Leads. Okay, first, I love your change stories, and I'm asking that question because we've seen people coming here to present, and they are not so courageous. Inaweza kuwa mlianza the first year na mnapenda the change stories, so it's good to mention when you joined. Okay, how long it took?
I was on and off, but the confidence, I can say 2 years. Active 2 years.
Personally, I joined 2019, and the journey, what we're sharing here, is not something that happened overnight. So it's a work in progress. Every day I'm working on myself. Every day I'm working on areas that need to be worked on. Every day, after every 2 weeks, we have ongoing meetings, we have check-ins and progress reports. How far are you as an individual? How are you progressing in your life or in whatever you needed to achieve in life? So it's progressing. It doesn't matter if I've been, maybe there are those who are in CE from beginning to, for the past 7 years, but there is no change at all. So a mindset.
So my journey began in 2023, and it has been a transformative journey, learning and unlearning.
My confidence journey, like it is the same year, we are a work in progress. And then sometimes, like, something new, you're told to do something new. Like, let me give you an example. In church, one time I was told, you will preach. Now, that was crazy. I looked at that lady and I said, "Ukienda si vizuri." But then you cannot refuse. Unajua ukiitwa utaitika, kazi ya Mungu. So I prepared the sermon, and I've always known I am a teacher, I am confident and everything. Lakini hii bana niliangalia. But I remembered one thing, and I think this is what keeps me going. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Thank you. Hey, Pande. Pande tuko sawa? Okay. Let me give boy shout. This is the final one. Boy shout.
This is a general question to the whole panel. What is a personal lesson or a nugget you would leave us with today?
Oh, a personal lesson, a nugget, like Nike, I haven't talked about branding. Like Nike says, just do it. Yeah, that is what I'm leaving you. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Usingoje. Anza. When you meanzia, some people, there's a word that says chaka chaka. Anza, just do it. That's all I can leave with today. Thank you.
Because clarity comes in action.
Mine is that opportunities are there, but you have to go for them. They won't come to you.
Mine, I think I've learned it from, as we were planning this conference, what is it that you have at hand? Make use of it.
Mine will be, we say just do it, but what we didn't specify for how long. You can do it today and you give up tomorrow. So I'll say just be consistent, always show up, and be resilient.
Thank you. And with that, we come to the end of our panel discussion.